Hi guys, it is nighttime and I'm about to go to bed, but I wanted to put this out and give kind of like I guess like a hopeful reflection upon the energies in which we've recently moved through and are moving through. And I'm hoping that this helps somebody. Because I'm putting my big face out there. And it's okay. I don't mind. I like my face. Anyway, so the idea or the thought that I was having, like a download or whatever you want to call it, is that we're all kind of moving through this like reactivation of trauma responses, right? Reactivation of coping mechanisms, of the paths of least resistance when we freak out and are triggered or pushed to defend and protect, or our fear responses are activated. What do? Right? What's the go-to move? It's usually not so great. It usually probably shifts us into a place where we come out feeling spent and like exhausted and defeated and ashamed and sometimes even disgusted. Sure, I was just there a couple weeks ago. And the point I'm trying to make is that you're not alone. We all do it, right? And collectively, we're all doing it now for reasons that are cosmic, right? We got all these big planetary bodies moving, big, huge planets are shifting. We've got Mercury in retrograde, Mars about to go retrograde, Jupiter and Saturn, like all this stuff's happening. I can read it, but I'm not going to go into all that. Nobody cares, right? What we really care about is how it affects us and what we can do about it. Well, look at how you feel about what you're doing. Is it an old pattern? Is it an old response? What part of you is coming out that's like reacting and attacking and shutting down and blocking people off or cutting people off or cutting yourself off from love and connection or source or support? Or are you cutting yourself off from success by using coping mechanisms that are unhealthy, old ones that don't work, that you know don't work, that you always say again and again when you're done doing them that you don't want to do it that way anymore? We were called to reactivate those to a certain degree. Not all of us, but a lot of us. And some of us just rested. Some of us understood the assignment. Some of us decided to go play outside in the dark. And that's all right. Because we learn when we do these things, right? It's always for our benefit. We're always learning something. Even if we go through a new cycle again, and we're like, oh, dang, I really didn't want to do that again. Well, even if you did it again, you're getting valuable information. And again, it's your timeline and your obstacle course. No one else's. So don't compare yours. Only compare yours to yours. And if you repeated a cycle, why did you do that? What was your motivation behind it? Did you do it for any reason that was beneficial? Can you find some kind of benefit, some kind of nugget of wisdom, if you can find one that you've learned, then it was worth it. Because that's what we're here to do, right? Learn, gather knowledge, wisdom, experiences, to feel and to grow. Maybe this cycle will grow a little bit more, or we'll grow a little bit faster. But what's important is if you decide that it's time for you to get out of the cycle, how are you going to do that? We can't use the same old coping mechanisms, right? We've got to change our perspective. We've got to change our vantage point. We've got to change our position. We've got to change how we're showing up. Do you need better routines? Do you need more self-care? Do you need to be more physical and expend energy so you're not doing it in unhealthy ways? Do you need to wake up earlier? Do you need better, sleep schedule? Do you need to sleep more? Are you washing your face and brushing your teeth? Are you taking care of every night, before you go to bed? And taking care of yourself in the morning? Does your body feel cared for? Does it feel loved? Does it feel nurtured and supported? These are all really important frameworks, Or are we out there abusing ourselves, filling it with poison, and beating it up mentally, telling it it's not good enough, or we look in the mirror saying it's not good enough? We do something wrong, what we perceive as wrong or embarrassing. Are we shaming ourselves? You have to hold space. Imagine yourself, as that little kid. Maybe get a picture of yourself and put it up somewhere where you can see it every day. Whatever works for you. So that when you see it and you're messing up, you go look and say, how would I want her to feel or him to feel? Whatever works for you, there's tools, there's people that have so much wisdom out there. There are so many people now, and there's so much information. I know it can be overwhelming, but the important part is you have a brain and you have intuition, and it is also wise, and it has a guiding system. You have a guidance system. Feel into the things that you encounter. What is right for you will find you, and it will cross your path. And all you got to do is try it. Try it. If it works, great. It works. If it works for a little while and not forever, great. Okay, then it only works for a little while. Try something new. Maybe you outgrew that. Just like we outgrow relationships and jobs, or situations or friendships. It's all happening for you, not to you. And remember, life happens at the end of your comfort zone. So get uncomfortable, grow, and find the new version of you. I think we'll all be happy with what we find. I know I have been. Even though many times it has been a struggle, it's all been worth it. All right, guys, good night. I gotta be up at 4 in the morning. Okay, 4:30 maybe, but it's pretty freaking early. So until next time, bye-bye.